In the heart of central South Africa stands a university focused on possibility, progress, and purpose. A place where knowledge evolves, ideas grow, and futures take shape. This is the University of the Free State. For 121 years, the UFS has advanced learning across 3 distinctive campuses, bringing together students from diverse backgrounds to form one connected, future-focused academic community. We are an innovative, research-led, student-centered, and regionally engaged university. Guided by our vision of responsible societal futures, we use our knowledge and partnerships to support progress and impact across our region, continent, and world. Across 7 faculties, our programs are shaped by expert academics committed to real-world relevance and meaningful impact. We train educators, health professionals, legal thinkers, creatives, scientists, business leaders, and theologians who drive change in their fields. Students learn from leading researchers and emerging scholars, working within networks that stretch across Africa and beyond. They step into a university that collaborates with global partners while remaining grounded in its responsibility to society. Our values shape how we teach, work, and engage. Excellence, care, accountability, impact, social justice, sustainability. These principles guide our commitment to student success, ensure a supportive and safe learning environment, and inspire a culture that embraces growth and forward-looking thinking. From advanced research facilities to community partnerships, from blended learning innovation to campus sustainability, the UFS continually evolves to meet the needs of a changing world. The UFS cultivates graduates and knowledge that create impact locally and globally. We are a forward-looking institution where fresh ideas grow, where diverse perspectives spark new insight, and where tomorrow's leaders are prepared today. Globally connected, regionally engaged, purpose-driven toward responsible societal futures. This is the University of the Free State. Welcome. Welcome to a moment that belongs to you, to every graduate crossing this stage, and to every family member, friend, and mentor who supported this journey. Today, we celebrate more than academic achievement. We celebrate growth, commitment, transformation. We celebrate the courage it took to dream, to persist, and to arrive at this milestone. You are part of something powerful. You are part of the University of the Free State. For over 120 years, the UFS has been a place where futures are shaped. Across our 3 campuses, students from diverse backgrounds come together to learn, collaborate, and imagine new possibilities. Here, the past is not the focus, the future is. Modern learning environments stand alongside our historic spaces, reflecting a university driven by progress, purpose, and possibility. We are an innovative, research-led, student-centered, and regionally engaged university. Guided by our North Star, responsible societal futures, we use our knowledge, expertise, and partnerships to help build a more just, sustainable, and humane society. Our 7 faculties prepare graduates who shape their professions and communities. From training educators and health professionals to advancing science, law, agriculture, business, and the creative arts, excellence is lived out every day. And today's graduates? You are that excellence in motion, the result of determination meeting opportunity. You've learned alongside leading researchers, scholars, and collaborators from around the world. You've been part of a university connected across continents, regionally engaged, and globally relevant. What defines the UFS are the values that shape how we learn and work. Excellence, care, accountability, impact, social justice, sustainability. These values aren't abstract, they've shaped your experience. Through challenges and growth, through community, culture, sport, and study, you have built not only competence, but character. Graduates, you now join a proud community of UFS alumni contributing across South Africa and the world. You leave with more than a qualification. You leave with purpose, insight, and the values that will guide your next steps. The world needs your leadership, your ideas, your impact. To our graduates, congratulations. To families and friends, thank you for your support and belief. And remember, the University of the Free State will always be your home. Walk with purpose. Lead with integrity. Forever a COFSI.
don't be too alarmed. There's 602 of us who are graduating this afternoon. The latecomers will still make their way through, I suppose. So when they do come, tell them that they need to work with us to make sure that we are both effective and efficient. It is the afternoon. Some of us want to go drinking. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding and conferral of qualifications in the faculties of Theology and Religion and the Humanities. I therefore award and confer qualifications to and on all the candidates presented by the deans of the respective faculties to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to and on all those whose names appear in the program, but who are not present here today. You may be kindly seated.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you're all relaxed for what is going to be a wonderful afternoon of celebration, acknowledging all of our graduates. I'm Professor Vasu Reddy, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research, Innovation, and Postgraduate Studies, and I'm delighted to serve as the Program Director for this afternoon at this graduation ceremony. It gives me great pleasure now to invite the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of the Free State, Professor Hester C. Klopper, to deliver the welcome address.
Distinguished guests, parents, family members, colleagues who have joined us here on stage, and in particularly, I want to welcome our graduates here this afternoon. This is your graduation ceremony, and wonderful that we can celebrate this with you. I want to welcome our Chancellor, Professor Bonang Mohale, and this afternoon we have the distinct honor to have an honorary doctorate recipient, Ms. Ingrid Winterbach, and I will introduce her in more detail in a couple of minutes. Then our university executive management have joined us, deans, vice deans, our institutional representative of our student council, Isona Khadebe, who's joining us on stage. And I also acknowledge our SRC who has joined us here this afternoon. We continue today, and especially with this ceremony, making this now the 8th of 14 ceremonies that is taking place during our April graduation across our campuses. In total, throughout this period, we will be conferring 8,350 qualifications, and each of those reflect a personal triumph and institutional purpose. I want to say to our graduates, I hope you've heard that. You are one of 8,350, and I do think it's appropriate to give yourself a round of applause that you are here. This afternoon, we honor graduates from the Faculty of the Humanities as well as the Faculty of Theology and Religion. And these are two faculties that together ask some of the deepest and most enduring questions as we as humans can ask. And these are typically questions like, who are we? How should we live? What gives life meaning? And yesterday evening, we had some celebration with our honorary doctorate, and at that point I made the point and want to repeat it again. It is these faculties that will keep us humane, your work, something that artificial intelligence won't be able to do. So in a world that often we see overtaken by speed, these are the faculties that really brings us the depth over data. It provides us with wisdom, and it actually asks us the questions that is becoming more important than ever before. In the Faculty of Humanities this afternoon, we will confer 408 undergraduate certificates, 8 undergraduate diplomas, 22 bachelor's degrees, 4 honors degrees, 36 postgraduate diplomas, 4 masters, and 3 doctoral degrees. So the breadth of the qualifications in our faculty, the humanities, speaks specifically, and it reflects the rich diversity of the humanities: languages, literature, history, communication, and then the arts. So these are the disciplines that really teach us how to interpret the world critically, but also to communicate with precision and with empathy, and to understand the forces that shapes our human experience. As I've mentioned, we are honored to bestow the Honorary Doctorate of Letters on the acclaimed author and visual artist Ingrid Winterbach in recognition of her outstanding contribution to South African literature and the arts. Let's give her a round of applause. In the Faculty of Theology and Religion, we will confer 27 undergraduate certificates, 3 undergraduate diplomas, 45 bachelor degrees, 7 honors, 13 postgraduate diplomas, 18 masters, and 4 doctoral degrees. Archbishop Desmond Tutu, one of South Africa's most beloved voices, once said, "Do your little bit of good where you are. And if those little bit of goods put together, and they will overwhelm the world." And for the graduates, both of these faculties, that's the advice that truly rings. You may not always work in the spotlight. Not everyone knows of the work that you do behind the scenes. But it's the conversations that you facilitate, the communities you nurture, and the consciousness that you help to shape that really ripples throughout time and that cannot be measured. The University of the Free State is guided by its vision to contribute meaningfully to responsible societal futures. The graduates of the humanities and the theology and religion are amongst the clearest expression of our vision. Society needs people who think across boundaries, who balance tradition and transformation, and who brings both the intellectual ability but also the moral courage to take on the questions of our time. Every graduate here today, your path to this hall has unlikely been one where you've walked alone. You have walked with people. You've had the support of family and friends, of lecturers, of supervisors. And I want to ask our graduates at this point in time to give a round of applause to all those who have joined us here this afternoon to celebrate your success. So as you now join our network of alumni, I encourage you to remain connected to the University of the Free State and with one another. May our shared values of accountability, care, excellence, impact, social justice, and sustainability continue to be your anchor as you move forward and face the challenges of your careers and of life. Let me conclude by, once again, congratulations to all our COFSE graduates. The world is a richer place because of you, your scholarships, thinkers, servants of humanity who leaves this hall today. And as you go out, I'm sure will make the world a better place. We are indeed proud of each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor, as always, for a very powerful, considered, and caring message, not just simply to our graduates today, but to those who've contributed to their successes. Thank you very much, and I think that deserves another round of applause. We are, of course, about to start with the celebrations to acknowledge our graduates, but there are a few house rules that I would like to share with all of us and trust that you will respect them. The Chancellor at the start of the ceremony indicated we have a number of graduates today, so we want the event to run smoothly and efficiently, and as you can see, there are some graduates yet to join. So some of the announcements are that the university makes use of official photographers who are present in the venue today. Those who have arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements, and of course there will be some who will be arriving shortly, we request them to refer to the graduation event program. As you all know, we're gathered here at a graduation ceremony to celebrate every student who walks across this stage. Hearing the names of each student being announced is so important, not just simply to the student, but to their family members as well. We please ask of you to limit the cheers so it gives the dean who's announcing the next name the opportunity to call out the name of the next student. And keep your exclamations short enough so that everybody is able to hear the announcement of the next student. Very importantly, a graduation ceremony is a dignified ceremony. And we ask of all of you to refrain from leaving the hall before the end of the proceedings to avoid disturbing the ceremony. But perhaps most importantly, all of you and those of you with your cell phones, your greatest attachments that you are now fiddling with, and some of you are smiling, please keep that on silent mode or vibrate for the duration of the ceremony. And perhaps most importantly, taking selfies on the stage is not permitted. We ask you to please respect that. But on with the program, and what better way to get us started than with music, as a joyous celebration of your achievement today. So on stage, we'd like you to please welcome Jacobus Silver and the TSL to perform the Cherish Vundisa Struthers song, On Staan, Here and Now. And this is a song that encapsulates the journey many of you might have experienced, the journey from being a first-year student to a graduate. It's a journey to arrival. It's not just simply about physically standing on stage, but standing in many ways in your truth, in your story, and in everything it took you to get here. So let's welcome Jacobus Silver and the group to perform for us.
In the quiet before the name was called, in the silence before the night, we stand on years of unseen work, step into this light. Hands that studied through the dark, minds that stayed when doubt was near. Every failure, every question, let us hear. This was never chance or favor. This was time and sacrifice, built in silence, shaped by patience, claim tonight. Hope was tested, fear was allowed. Still we chose to stand our ground. What we carried in our struggles as a sound. Not for praise, not for pride, but for truth that lives inside us. Staan vandag kennis en moed gevoed deur tyd en vasberadenheid. Ons dra die toekoms in elke tree wat ons bereik het staan op. Ire me mona kama melodie kama isite vela elite empari figile rema kama tataje. Sibakami sodwa, sibakama kunye, itwele kusasa, let's seize
Wow, we said that music gets us into the mode, but it's not just simply the music, it's spiritually uplifting, given the occasion that we're celebrating today. I would like to thank again, and I think they deserve one more round of applause, don't you agree? At this point, I would like to request our Vice-chancellor, Professor Hessesia Klopper, to introduce and present the Honorary Doctorate recipient.
Chancellor, honorary qualifications awarded by the University of the Free State serve to reflect the commitment of the institution to both the academic and human project. These qualifications are bestowed on an individual with an outstanding academic track record who enjoys international recognition or to an individual, not necessarily an academic, whose accomplishments in the field of science, arts, economics, media, culture, leadership, and education have made a difference in the world, and whose influence and their work may have been a benefit to the development of South Africa. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer the Honorary Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, on the candidate that I present to you. Ingrid Winterbach was born in Johannesburg in one of South Africa's most acclaimed Afrikaans authors and visual artists. She completed a BA in Fine Arts in 1969, an honors degree in Afrikaans and Dutch in 1970, and both these were at the University of the Witwatersrand. And this was then later followed by MA in Afrikaans in 1973. From 1977 to 1990, Ingrid lectured at the Department of Visual Arts at the University of Stellenbosch, and then from 1997, she moved to the University of KwaZulu-Natal, where she lectured in Afrikaans and Dutch. As a visual artist, she has presented multiple solo exhibitions and participated in numerous group exhibitions across South Africa. Ingrid Winterbach has also published her first 5 novels under the pseudonym Letty Viljoen. But since 1990, she has written under her own name. And I must say, Ingrid Winterbach sounds much better than Letty Viljoen.
I agree.
But her work has received widespread critical acclaim, and she has won numerous literary awards, including the prestigious Hertzog Prize, V.A. Hofmeyr Prize, the Mnet Prize, the Great Afrikaans Novel Prize, the U.J. Prize for Creative Writing, and then the Kyknet Rapport Prize. And that was not the end. Also seen the C.L. Engelbrecht Prize, and then later also the Sala Award for the Best Novel. Her novels have been translated into English, Dutch, French, and Bulgarian, further strengthening her international recognition and reputation. Ingrid has also written 3 plays that have been performed at literary festivals across South Africa. She served as a writer in residence at the California Institute of the Arts, which is a world-renowned institute where she also taught creative writing in the schools of critical studies. Widely regarded as one of the foremost voices in contemporary Afrikaans literature, Ingrid Winterbach's work is celebrated for its intellectual depth, stylistic innovation, and unconventional socio-political engagement with South Africa. She is known for her wry sense of humor, bold characterization, and her relentless exploration of the boundaries of language. The University of the Free State is proud to recognize the achievements of Ingrid Winterbach with this well-deserved honorary doctorate, Doctor of Letters, awarded on the grounds of exceptional achievement, both in public service and according to the ideals and principles of the University of the Free State. Ingrid Winterbach.
Thank you, Vice-chancellor. And I think another round of applause for Dr. Ingrid Winterbach. What an honor for the University of the Free State to bestow an accolade on a writer of international repute. And this occasion, I would love to invite Dr. Ingrid Winterbach to deliver her acceptance remarks.
Chancellor, Professor Bonang Mohale, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Hester Klopper, University Executive Management, Deans of Faculties, and distinguished guests. My father never read to me. He told me vivid stories that he'd made up himself, stories about gorillas, cannibals, and sly foxes. My mother did not read to me either. As a young child, I lay on her lap and watched her eyes move across the pages of the book she was reading. What did I get from the father, and what from the mother? Her imagination did not dwell on gorilla nests or scheming foxes. His imagination was not stirred by the intrigues of love, hate, and betrayal. Books, and novels in particular, have been and are one of my deepest pleasures, and the writing of novels my deepest commitment. I became the writer that I am because of the books that I read. Over the years, I've read more English than Afrikaans, simply because the offer is bigger in English. But I've only ever written in Afrikaans. One's mother tongue is the lens through which one sees the world from an early age, and eventually, as a writer, come to represent that world. I'm now of the older generation, and I'm excited by the younger generation of Afrikaans writers and poets. People like Willem Anker, Essie Nudee, Nathan Trantral, Ronalda Kamfer, Lynthia Julius. Young writers and poets who are taking Afrikaans by the scruff of her neck, like a pit bull, and shaking her until her old teeth are rattling. The landscapes of early childhood and youth leave a lifelong imprint on the psyche. Those landscapes are suffused with the earliest, the most formative memories, some of those from a time before we had speech, and therefore less mediated by language. I spent the first 5 years of my life in the working-class town of Langlaagte, named after one of the farms which formed the Witwatersrand, where South Africa's gold mining industry started. Those early mining towns were bleak, dominated by mine heaps and mine shafts. The Free State was my first conscious experience of landscape, a different space than the black and white industrial space of Langlaagte. The sky was larger and the clouds were massive. There were mealylands, willows, blue gums, koppies, flappe, and spruite. There were cows and sheep. The colors, muted sand yellows, pinkish grays, and shades of green, tender willow green, cypress green, and the reddish-blue greens of the blue gums. But it was the grass, the way it moved in the wind. My grandparents lived in a small town, Vrede, peaceful as reflected in its name. We visited them in summer and winter. Here, as a young child, I experienced everything according to a natural, God-ordained order. My grandparents, like most townspeople, had a front garden with lawns and flower beds, and a back garden with fruit trees. There was a church at the top of the main street. My aunts and uncles all got married there. I was a flower girl and had my hair specially curled for these weddings. There was a municipal swimming pool. I went there with my favorite aunt. It was exciting because there was always the possibility of drowning. The roads were wide and dusty, and the little stones hurt my feet. There was a cafe with red and green Christmas hats and the strong smell of overripe mangoes in boxes, and comics. Sad Sack, Popeye, Casper the Friendly Ghost, and Little Lotta. There was a cemetery with tall cypresses where my grandmother was buried when I was 10, disorder and early sorrow. Farmers drove into town in their bakkies from the surrounding farms, the townspeople in their cars. My father walked in the veld with us. With his walking stick, he pointed out the ants, spiders, multipedes. There were crabs in the spruit. The flapper flew low. The sky was vast. Very early in the morning, the black people came into town from the location, as it was then called. They came on foot or on horse or donkey-driven carts. They worked in the white homes. The women washed the washing in large zinc tubs outside. They hung the washing on the lines. They ironed with small black irons in the hot kitchen. They stoked the coal stoves and cooked the family's meals. The young women minded the white babies, as swollen as grubs. They sat with them, spread-legged on the lawn in the shade of the guava tree. The women ate outside, never inside, on the steps of the back stoop. They had their own utensils. The men did whatever manual labor was required. At the end of the day, after their work was done, they all went home on foot, on donkey or horse-driven carts. The women had babies tied to their backs and big things balanced on their heads. They lived on the outskirts of the town, in the location, or in homes dotted on the hills. Us whites lived like silkworms in a box, feeding on an exclusive diet of Bible verses, the voice of the dominee, the voice of the National Party, and comics. In the Sunday paper's comic section, we read about the adventures of Discum, Tarzan, Prince Valiant, and the Katzenjammer Kids. 35 years later, I revisited the town for a novel I'd set there. I found the town largely unchanged. A woman, an entomologist, does research here on a moth of the Geometridae family. On weekdays, she plays snooker in the hotel, and on Saturday nights, dances in the dining room underneath painted scenes from the history of the struggle for the possession and control of the land. The Battle of Majuba, the Battle of Isandlwana, the Siege of Ladysmith. When my husband was dying, and after his death, I painted a series of paintings titled The Murder Ballads. I'm still painting these. What are grieving widows supposed to paint? Tender scenes of empty chairs, wilting blooms in pale vases. In these murder ballads, people shoot one another at close range. The path of the bullets are visible. Bodies lie in pools of blood. These scenes are set in an oppressive enclosed space, with a single light bulb overhead, casting a gloomy yellow light. The colors are harsh and saturated, reds, oranges, blacks. Why these paintings at this devastating time? Dying and death are violent processes. They are violent, agonizing, protracted, immensely demanding processes, both for the person dying and for those who are witnessing this process. Dying is a tearing, a renting of the fabric of life. It feels like an infraction of the natural order. It feels like something outside of life. And these are the images that my psyche responded with. I'm grateful that as a visual artist, I had recourse to these images, when as a novelist, I had no words. Words failed me. One is never too old for acknowledgement, never too old to be confirmed in what one does. The ego is tenacious, and managing this ego is a lifelong project. I'm immensely grateful for the honor bestowed on me. This recognition means an enormous amount to me, both as a writer and as a visual artist. I thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Winterbach. A powerful message, like your writing and paintings, layered and nuanced. And you remind us about the power and limits of words and images, but also, most importantly, the value of history, memory, ideas, and the creative imagination. One more round of applause. At this point, we get on with the graduation with the Faculty of Theology and Religion, and I would like to request the Dean of the Faculty of Theology and Religion, Professor John Clausen, to present his candidates.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer doctoral degrees in the Faculty of Theology and Religion on the candidates presented to you. I request the supervisors to introduce the candidates to you.
Chancellor, I present to you Yoshitsugu Onishi with a thesis titled Healing of Traumatic Memories to Understanding the Historical Trauma in East Asia through an appropriation of Psalm 74, 79, and 170. The candidate makes a contribution to the interpretation of Psalm 74, 79, 170, using trauma, memory, and moral injury, and he applies it to the historical trauma in East Asia. With this contribution, he attempts to heal the traumatic memories of the countries that suffered from Japanese imperialism. Thank you.
Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Mbatsini Pauline Baloyi, the Doctor of Philosophy and Theology with specialization in Practical Theology, with her thesis titled Deconstructing Gender-Related Hegemonies in African Cultures and Religions, an Intercultural Pastoral Approach. The candidate contributes meaningfully to practical theology by examining how culturally embedded norms and misinterpretations of Scripture sustain systemic gender injustice. She argues that while legislative reform and public protest are important, lasting transformation requires spiritual and psychological realignment, facilitated through an intercultural pastoral approach that fosters liberation, accountability, and restorative justice. I present to you, Chancellor Dr. Mbatsini Pauline Baloyi.
Chancellor, Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in Practical Theology, Fukazi Langa Petrus, with this thesis titled Church Leadership and Congregational Conflict in the UXA Regional Synod of the Free State and Lesotho, the candidate makes a contribution towards an understanding of the conflicts that occurred in 11 presbyteries from 2013 to 2023. The researcher employed a threefold research design comprising a literature study, document analysis, and quantitative empirical methodology. A strategy is recommended to help the church manage and resolve a congregational conflict. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Langa Petrus Fukazi.
Chancellor, I present to you Sigauke Juliet Chipo, who is graduating with the Doctor of Philosophy with the specialization in religion studies. With her thesis titled The Law, Media on Witchcraft, a Socio-Religious Investigation, the candidate contributes to the knowledge base in the field of religion studies by showing the interconnectedness of religious, legal, cultural, sociological, and anthropological fields. The study serves as a vital tool for testing the law's efficacy in addressing spiritual beliefs and practices. Using a multi-sided ethnographic and descriptive approach, the candidate explores the impact of witchcraft beliefs in South African and Zimbabwean communities, demonstrating how legal and religious circles contribute towards addressing the effects of witchcraft violence on women's rights and human rights. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Chipo Juliet Sigauke.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you. The Faculty of Theology and Religion, certificates, advanced diplomas, bachelor's degrees, honors degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and master's degrees. Master of Theology with specialization in Old Testament. Fry D.A. Thank you. Lakoko P.E. obtained a degree with a distinction. And Gwenya J. obtained a degree with distinction. Master of Theology with specialization in religion studies. Marule T.P. Mtaba A.H.
obtained the degree with distinction. Master of Theology with specialization in systematic theology. Makola A.T. Sitole N. Master of Theology, Structured, Practical and Missional Theology. Masango T.P. Moniane N. Nene M.N. obtained the degree with distinction. Ngwenya T. Ntlanti A.Z. Master of Theology, Structured in Pastoral Theology and Praxis. Maritz S. Postgraduate Diploma in Theology. Carlitz P.H. obtained diploma with distinction. Klute V. Kumalu H.M. Umkalaneye Norman S. Mavuzo J.M. Mokotu B.B. Msiza A.S. Mutsinyali H.M. Pokonsi O.J. Ventink L.H. obtained diploma with distinction. Bachelor of Theology Honours. Mabusela XL. Masobi MV. Mkatswa TLZ obtained degree with distinction. Pate PJ. Thank you. Seleke JJ. Visser GA obtained degree with distinction. Bachelor of Divinity. Adams S. Bucas SME. Kebekulu S. Choke V. Gerike LJD. Thank you. Gwala NT obtained degree with distinction. Gwala SM. Hadebe NT. Koza PI. Ludik L. Mabaza ME. Mabintla SA. Maya S. Mapaza SM. Umbuko A. Malapi L. Mkalipi SW. Mkabela BC. Motseko T. Mpambo MM. Thank you.
Mtiyane NNA. Nell H. Nhlapo NS. Nkachle TW. Pejane TN. Kumba Y. Smith van der Merwe, TA, obtained degree with distinction. Sogiba S. Tilai A. Van der Nest TT. Vigand CA. Zoko A. Advanced Diploma in Theology. Banda M.A. Malimabe M.J. Thank you. Mkeleni V.V. Higher Certificate in Theology. Tebekulu N. Lamini I. Fetsela M. Lekalakala MM. Thank you. Maduo TR. Michael LK. Mofokeng KB. Monzo PK. Mtombeni OL. Muvango R. Ntando A. Tibeletsa N. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I'm about to introduce to you. Awarded to a student who achieved the best results in respect of a bachelor's honours degree in the Faculty of Theology and Religion. Chancellor, I present Mkatswa Tandu Lungelu Zef. Your praise helps.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and my thanks and appreciation to Professor John Claassen, the Dean of the Faculty of Theology and Religion. I now have the pleasure of inviting Professor Setulego Matabesi, who's the Vice Dean in the Faculty of the Humanities, to present the candidates.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer doctoral degrees in the Faculty of the Humanities on the candidates presented to you. I request the supervisors to introduce their candidates to you.
Chancellor, I have the privilege to introduce to you Dr. Gerard de Bruin. With his thesis titled Patterns of Meaning in Selected Organ Works by Jacobus Kloppers, a practice-based thematic analysis, the candidate contributes to the specialized field of practice-based research in musicology and musical performance. His research traced the stylistic evolution of a demarcated body of organ works by Jacobus Kloppers, advancing from a Baroque-informed approach to later French influences, greater compositional freedom, and mysticism. More recently, profound intellectual and interpretative demands require a rigorously disciplined performance approach. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Gerard de Bruin.
Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in music. Palmer Chesney Cole. With his thesis titled Exploring Synesthetic Music Composition using Vasily Kandinsky's compositions, an artistic research project, the candidate is contributing to the disciplines of music composition and music cognition. In composing 7 original musical works that interpret 7 visual works of art by Vasily Kandinsky, he has developed a rules-based mapping framework that aligns visual features with musical parameters, expanding our understanding of the processes involved in composing music that responds to visual works of art by means of synesthetic perception. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Chesney Cole Palmer.
Doctor of Philosophy with specialization in Drama and Theatre Arts, Dion Theo van die Kerk. With his thesis titled Making Present, an analysis of existing notions of theatrical presence and the establishment of a framework for presence-centered analysis and practice, the candidate reconceptualized theatrical presence as a temporal, relational, and ethical threshold rather than as aura or aesthetic effect. It addresses long-standing ambiguity in performance theory and advances a 7-dimensional presence-centered framework offering a flexible analytic tool for embodied attention, ethical relation, and practice in theatre and related fields such as education, therapy, leadership, and digital performance. The project contributes a coherent vocabulary and analytic tool for understanding presence as a co-authored event and an ethic of shared time and relation within and beyond theatre. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Dion Theo van die Kerk.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you. The Faculty of the Humanities, certificates, diplomas, bachelor's degrees, honors degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and master's degrees. Master of Arts in Fine Arts, Combric ML and the degree, obtained degree with distinction. Dau BT. Vitun LWB, obtained degree with distinction. Postgraduate diploma in governance and political transformation. Hon TC. Jele OQ. Kumalo SN, Kwababa N, Litunya LG, Maslatsi TL, Maloka PN, Matakwe NM, Mbaza LA, Mbata AA, Mikauli A, Mofokeng TL, Moleko B, Morwani MP, Motuku NUM, Mramba AA, Molauzi M, Mweza S, Mtebe M, Mweli ST, Ur N, Pasha T, Radikonyana LK, Sitatu LS, Tengile ZV, Sweni RK, Vela PM, Zulu NR, Bachelor of Arts, Honours in Drama and Theatre Arts, Mayor Old A obtained degree with distinction. Mpolo Mehlape JM, Rust A, Bachelor of Arts in Drama and Theatre Arts, Double NB, Fundani L, Majola NA, Mateka O, Mavundla PL, Mbenze MO, Mukoni RB, Mutsi M, Nkatsela NDS, Nkosi MAA, Bachelor of Arts in Fine Arts, for Share L, obtained degree with distinction. Greef I, Krill L, Mutunyani RV, Mtembu SS, Olafir AK obtained certificate with distinction. Papo TR. Semamani MJ. Stewardson H. Wheeler MPH. Advanced Diploma in Music. May AM obtained Diploma with distinction. Diploma in Music. Memani X. Nkoni PP obtained Diploma with distinction. Nkosi T. Higher Certificate in Humanities. Alexandra KJ obtained certificate with distinction. Baloy ME. Binas AE. Biana N. Buya PZ obtained certificate with distinction. Bozani S. Dastile M obtained certificate with distinction. Fukusi LJ. Fundani L obtained certificate with distinction. Khasika Tswe T obtained certificate with distinction. Khasimpe KP. Khebayo A obtained certificate with distinction. Kelu L. Kebu A obtained certificate with distinction. Hendricks S. Sasa AN. Salele RP with obtained certificate with distinction. Itumeleng A. Jamazani A obtained certificate with distinction. Jonga E obtained certificate with distinction. Julie NM. Thank you. Hopa BM obtained certificate with distinction. Hanye IP. Holumoti. Kuzwayo AP obtained certificate with distinction. Kota MSP obtained certificate with distinction. Letwara DG obtained certificate with distinction. Low C. Matlangu A obtained certificate with distinction. Majodwana L obtained certificate with distinction. Majola ZP obtained certificate with distinction. Makongoza MG obtained certificate with distinction. Mahole Hoke obtained certificate with distinction. Malinga B obtained certificate with distinction. Maluleka MC obtained certificate with distinction. Mighty O obtained a certificate with distinction. Mantili SP Mapunya MM obtained certificate with distinction. Maseko TNM Matungwana E obtained certificate with distinction. Matsiba RM Matsumani K obtained certificate with distinction. Makengana E obtained certificate with distinction. Mazibuko A Mbata AN Mdakani B Mdeshana M Medile Z obtained certificate with distinction. Mfeka AL obtained certificate with distinction. Mhwebi I obtained certificate with distinction. Mkhalipi AA obtained certificate with distinction. Mkize MF obtained certificate with distinction. Mlamleli S Msochwa LN Mdiata S Ngomez Zulu T Mnika A obtained certificate with distinction. Mudiko OMC obtained certificate with distinction. Matonzi SX obtained certificate with distinction. Mohapi RJ Mohadi P obtained certificate with distinction. Mokwane CB obtained certificate with distinction. Mokoti MV obtained certificate with distinction. Mokocho OM obtained certificate with distinction. Mungalo MD obtained certificate with distinction. More S Mutupi CC Motsime BK Motswani W obtained certificate with distinction. Mtetwa AC obtained certificate with distinction. Mtombeni TP Ndai RV Modal VS obtained certificate with distinction. Mvampi S Mdlavu AS obtained certificate with distinction. Nyechuvongweni M obtained certificate with distinction. Ngakanyani LC obtained certificate with distinction. Nkana Z obtained certificate with distinction. Nkase KM obtained certificate with distinction. Nkosi FN obtained certificate with distinction. Nkuta RMO Nonyani T obtained certificate with distinction. Mtwai UOS obtained certificate with distinction. Nyandu AA obtained certificate with distinction. Nyongoba LZ Oladejo SC obtained certificate with distinction. Paladi F obtained certificate with distinction. Padi TL Palole MB Gautze NP obtained certificate with distinction. Kengana B Rahoropo MN Ramori AR Ranghakile B obtained certificate with distinction. Rangakana S Sebata M obtained certificate with distinction. Sibolao LK obtained certificate with distinction. Sibone OC obtained certificate with distinction. Sehone O Selokwani M Senye T Shomuleile T Siboso C obtained certificate with distinction. Sitole AA obtained certificate with distinction. Soul K obtained certificate with distinction. Soyingwa SS WKC obtained certificate with distinction. Teuha LA obtained certificate with distinction. Tulo AO obtained certificate with distinction. Tupe NA obtained certificate with distinction. Chase FN Chiu BB obtained certificate with distinction. Zulu WN obtained certificate with distinction. Higher certificate in music performance. Letolo N Mohale OS obtained certificate with distinction. Mokwena S obtained certificate with distinction. Monoko M obtained certificate with distinction. Motseki NT Nkoto K obtained certificate with distinction. Yebe O obtained certificate with distinction. Chancellor. Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to present the Dean's Medal to the recipient that I introduced to you, awarded to a student who achieved the best results of a master's degree in the Faculty of the Humanities. Joint recipient. Chancellor, I present Combring Maria Luisa.
Thank you. Let us give the Faculty of the Humanities and Professor Matabesi and all the graduates a round of applause. And now, with that, our graduation function is almost reaching an end. And I would now like to invite the Chancellor of the University, Professor Mohale, to conclude the proceedings.
So first, I thank you for having heeded the call to work with us to ensure that we are indeed both effective and efficient. For that, I thank you. Dr. Ingrid, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence together with your family. Ons waardeer dit baie. is mos ongelooflik. But we thank you for a lot of things that you have shared with us this afternoon. And I made notes so that I can share them with my 2 daughters. And I'm using your words, not mine. My father told me stories. Mother tongue is the lens through which one sees the world. Inspired by other Afrikaner writers and only wrote initially in Afrikaans. You loved a lot about vrede, but most importantly, you loved the grass and how it moved in the wind. How your dad pointed out ants and spiders. You loved swimming because there was always a possibility of drowning. Then you describe how then black people came into the town and cooked mostly for white people. How sometimes people would shoot each other and one another at close range. That even today, walking through the annals of vrede, how it is still largely unchanged. That dying is a tearing of the fabric of society. That even the ego is treatable. Today we thank you because you walk in the footsteps of your forebears, but also side by side with other Afrikaner writers that we grew up with. But you join a bigger group of African writers series. To me, in my mind and in my heart, I'll always hold you closer and dear to the writers like Ngungi wa Thiong'o, but also Chinua Achebe. In his second novel, he implores and mandates you and I, in his book, Turning Around the Gaia, things fall apart, the center cannot hold. That he is a fool, he who loves and treats a stranger worse than your brother. That when brothers fight to the death, a stranger will inherit your father's estate. He goes on to say, a brother who's made a mistake needs to be saved, not blamed. Isn't it wonderful to be in the presence of dignified greatness from the pool of excellence? We thank you. Distinguished guests, this concludes the proceedings for this afternoon. It was another marathon one, but the university takes great pleasure and pride in inviting all graduates and their guests to exam room number 4, where tea and coffee will be served. I was a student once. I was always hungry and thirsty. It hasn't changed even today. The national anthem will now be played. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the procession leaves the hall. You may please rise in hunger. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I now dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State. Re alebo.